There we go. Good morning, everybody. It's Julian. So I had said that I was going to start doing some spiritual videos. So the first thing I want to do, you'll have to excuse my out of breathness. I just finished a workout, so yeah. First thing I wanted to do was show you guys the sacred spaces in our home. We are pagan, so if this does not interest you, you don't have to watch these videos. Like I said before, you don't have to watch these videos. You can just watch the health, the fitness, and healthy eating videos. But because spirituality is important to me and it's part of my overall journey as far as my health, I believe that physical, mental, spiritual, it's all part of your health. So that's why I decided to include these. So, sacred spaces in our home. Right now I'm in our bedroom, and this is our family altar. Simple little setup. We have some sage over there with a feather to move the smoke along to cleanse things. We have a Bast statue, which I'm going to get off the bed for a moment and do a close-up. We actually found Bast at a yard sale, so we added her to our altar. The candles, an offering of mead and some sage. I believe this is mead. I think this is my hubby's mead. An offering plate / a plate that I use to keep candle wax from dripping all over the cloth. A cup, which I don't know why, but hubby put sage in there. I'm actually going to move this to the side. A piece of driftwood that we found, that I had my husband grab off the Androscoggin River, which is not far from us. It's actually just downtown. Piece of driftwood. I couldn't climb down to get it because of my issues, so he went and got it for me. These jars each has an element in them. Earth, I believe hubby grabbed that from the same place that he grabbed the water, off one of the shores nearby the Androscoggin River. Hello! And this is our familiar, well, one of our familiars, Merlin. He thinks I'm doing something, so he has to be right here. What are you going after? That is a nail in the wall. You don't need it. So Earth, a pigeon feather that we found, a small pigeon feather for air. Oops. Ashes from burnt incense sticks to represent fire, and then a little bit of water from the Androscoggin River for water. And then down here you'll notice a little child's blanket. We keep that for the kitties for when they want to rest or they want to be nearby. Sorry, that drove me nuts. Over here, focus, I colored a picture and I put it on our apothecary. Now the apothecary has, I'm going to have to move some things. This is a cloth that I set aside. Set aside for tarot readings and other things. We have some incense in there. Some things are labeled, some aren't really. And it's a little dark in there, so I apologize. Candles that we used for some stuff. We have dragon's blood and cedar. We need to get more incense. We have eggshells or calendula. Eggshells, which can be a replacement for salt. What is this? Some of these aren't labeled, so I have to look at them. I have to label them. Ground sage. Moon water, which is basically water that we set out during a full moon. And we have some banishing powder that a friend sent me. I'm not exactly sure what is in it, unfortunately, so that I can, you know, maybe replicate it. What's this? This is something I made not long ago. It's for prosperity. It's a prosperity powder. You burn it on a charcoal disc throughout the house. It has some empty jars. Rainwater? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to ask hubby because I think that's rainwater. Cat hair. Cat hair has its own properties, so when we brush our kitties, we put their hair in here for use for other things. And then there's a big thing of sea salt back there and some black salt. Again, this was sent to me by a friend. I put it in a jar and labeled it. I'm not sure what is in the black salt besides, you know, salt. But there's not a lot in there right now, unfortunately. There will be more things. We're trying to save some more jars for more stuff to make. This was my makeshift mortar and pestle, but I bought a really tiny little one for the hubby, which I use now and then. Oh. Now, over here is my personal, I call it my tranquility space notebook for tarot and other forms of divination readings. What I get, my crystal ball, which I haven't really used that much. I haven't felt a call to do that. Some crystals and stones, my Tibetan singing bowl, which helps cleanse and kind of calm things. If I'm feeling stressed, I will use it. I don't know if it'll work while I'm... That feels good to me. Fake plant. I can't have any actual plants in our house because the cats try to eat them. So, but they won't try to eat the fake one. Makes a lot of sense. But I wanted a plant, so I got a fake one so I could kind of have that. This is so I can... Oh! Well, goodness. That was a candle. I'm actually going to go behind and grab it now. Sorry, guys. Oh, gosh. No, that's not good. I apologize. Okay. Luckily, this is on wheels and it's fairly easy to move. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm going to have to fix this later. A candle, which has carving in it. It's my own personal sigil for peace. When somebody... I have other pagan friends who, you know, they'll post that they need some peace or they want some prayers or, you know, somebody passed. I will light this candle for a while to send out good energy. All that good stuff. Sorry, I gotta move this because it's gonna drive me nuts. Slowly and carefully. Okay. But that's the top of it. And then this is an old blanket that my son used to use. There's nothing in, there's a, I just kind of have a, that's my heating pad, but I have a little place where the cats usually go, and I store some stuff. I'm going to move this a little bit. I have crayons and some twine. I intend to make some candles, and that's what that's for. Hello, Merlin, again. He's like, what are you doing? Some coloring. Adult coloring books, because yeah. Enlighten the fuck up. That was sent to me by a friend. She figured I need it. My son's baby book. Some pictures. This is kind of a mostly just like for storage. A bunch of Pagany themed books. My inhaler. What else is in there? What else is in here? Stuff I set aside for my son for if he decides that this is the path for him. I do have some Christian things in there. Just because I'm not Christian doesn't mean that I don't want to study and read about, because, you know, I respect all religions and I like to learn. So, hello, here's the other one. Hello, Yarly. No, we're not going in there because you will chew on the books because you're a butt. Okay. Oh. I'm going to cover your head because I'm mean. Okay, so, our bed. Not like you want to see that. It's a mess. My husband's fairy. We got that at Rite Aid when it was still Rite Aid. Now it's Walgreens. But he got that. It's a garden thing. But he wanted it for he wanted it for the room. Over here, this is just a hodgepodge of stuff over here. Mostly my husband's stuff. Our son's nightlight. He has his pointed amethyst over there. And he has a wand. He's going to set... Oh, okay, lighting. He wanted to set this up as his own sacred space. But he's not sure what to put here yet. That's his wand. Our shared bracelet. It's a snake eating its tail. My brain has gone blank as to the actual what that's called. You'll notice there's My Little Pony stuff everywhere. We like the My Little Pony. Whee! Okay. My son also has My Little Pony stuff. So I'm going to turn that light off. And I'm going to take you guys to the kitchen, which is my husband's sacred space, all in its own, because he is a kitchen witch. He's got a little... He has a little bell up there. He likes to ring while he's cooking. I think that's thyme mixed with a little bit of sage. And then we have a Himalayan salt rock. Keep the kitties from looking at. This is like, this is supposed to be... Why does he keep doing this? Okay, so this is supposed to be a sacred space to honor our mothers. I'm gonna move the stuff that shouldn't be over here. Because my husband likes, when he's doing stuff, he just sets things everywhere. So, there's some, I think it's light amber or citrine right there. I believe it's amber. And then an angel to represent his mother, an angel to represent my mother, and then a unicorn with, I'm not sure what that stone is. I'm not sure why that cup is up there. We have a chakra bracelet up here, which I bought for him, but he never wears it. I might just take it because I don't want to wear it. And then I talked about the mortar and pestle that I bought. It is tiny. Okay, my hands are small. So just to give you some perspective, it is tiny. So if we're working on something small, I'll pretty much use this. But if I'm making like a big batch of something, I'm going to go back to my makeshift mortar and pestle because that's really tiny. And then let's see. I don't think we have anything else that is considered a sacred space. My husband brought the incense burner out here. And then we do have some stones and things up here. We have more unicorns. My child's foot, an owl. We have a guide to bring in prosperity again and fortune. Why is that? A gold sand dollar that another friend sent me several years ago. Some more salt. Another salt rock. My owl. I'm like reaching up. More unicorns. Unicorns are strength and beauty and more stones. We like to collect stones. So that, nope, actually there's like one more thing that I want to show. These, which I haven't done anything with in a while. My grimoire, which has just basic stuff. Direction correspondences, zodiac correspondences, planetary, color correspondences, just a little thing on the Sabbats, moon phases and what that's good for, creating sigils, using a crystal ball, ancient languages. I have some tarot spreads in the back, and breathing exercises, different stuff. This is a work in progress, and of course my spell book is a work in progress. I'm not going to show any of that because that is personal. The grimoire is, like I said, that's not personal stuff, so I can show what's in there. But basically there are some things that I already know that I don't really need, but I intend on, like, I know the colors and stuff for the directions and the elements. I know that stuff, but I intend on passing it down if my child decides this is what he wants to do. If I don't pass it down to him, if I find a fellow witch who's like just starting out and has no clue about anything, I might say, here you go, later on down the road. Who knows? But that is the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you didn't, I mean, that's you. I mean, like I said, this is my journey. This is part of who I am, and I'm not going to hold anything back. So the spiritual part is also part of my journey. It's part of me being a better me inside and out. So that's why I wanted to share it. And I'm going to continue to share some things. So I hope everyone has a great morning, and whatever it is you do, just keep going.